Hey y'all, this is Mark. I just thought today would be a good day to introduce you to my garden and give you an idea about what I do every day in my garden. Here, as you can see, is our fence. It's a temporary fence that I constructed. I guess you might call it jerry-rigged. Its main use is that it keeps our dogs from this side, which is our garden. And if you excuse the mess, I've been working out here some today already. First thing that I'll stop by and show to you is our lettuce. This is some Baker's Gourmet salad. Very nice. We've cut a lot from this and used a lot of it in salads, but it's still coming back after I pluck it. Here is some newly planted stuff on this side after we had harvested everything out of it. As you can see here, we have radishes, and you can see those from the red stalk. Those will bulb up later. And I also have some nice red speckled lettuce that's coming in. This will make some great salad for later. Over here is the other main part of my garden. Here I have some straight neck squash. It's all planted in a nice row. That's the only thing I have in this bed so far. Over here is a little experiment that I'm doing. Basically, these are a lot of different types of tomato plants. We have some golden globes as well as some different types of peppers. I'm kind of violating the rules here just slightly on how close that tomato plants are supposed to be able to grow. And I'm just going to see what happens. I have a theory that if you provide it with enough nutrients, that they'll grow just fine and produce just well. Here is another section of our garden, one of our other beds. This is a tomato. It was stricken down at one time, almost all the way down to the roots from a hornworm. Boy, I hated that. It's come back though, and it does have some blooms. This is another one of my tomato plants. It's a beefsteak, and it's got some nice tomatoes on it. Some more younger tomato plants coming through. Over here on the trellis, I have some dasher cucumbers. They're growing up quite nice on the trellis here, and we are starting to get, as you can see, I don't know if that's going to focus too well, but we're starting to get nice cucumbers on them. Over here is another bed. These are a lot of tomatoes. These are all heirloom tomatoes over here. These are Bloody Butcher. And you'll notice the leaves look a little bit different on these than they do in others. And I think right here we do, and I will show you. This is a worm. I'm not sure. I believe they're called leaf rollers, or it could be a tomato worm. We kill those when we find them the old-fashioned way. It doesn't really take any pesticides at all. For the most part, it's pretty healthy. The plants are doing good. From time to time, we will find that though. Here is my eggplant, and as you can see, I have a good-sized eggplant growing on it. I'm not sure this was supposed to be a regular type of eggplant, but I'm beginning to think that it might be Ichiban because they're growing so large and so long. As you can see, I have several of these growing on here. Over here I have some Boston pickling cucumbers. Haven't seen any pickles. Got lots of blooms though. Oop. Actually, there's a pickle now. A little cucumber now. Over here on the opposite end I have a little bit of peanuts. These I didn't put a whole lot in yet. I'm kind of in the experiment stage. Here's some more peanuts. And there's some broccoli. Man, that seems like it's taking forever on the broccoli. Over here I have acorn squash. They're blooming. I've never grown acorn squash before, so this is going to be something different. Over here, I have some Jack B. Little pumpkins. And they're budding up, as well as some more tomato plants, including some Bloody Butcher over here and some Golden Globe over here. Over here, I have one lone broccoli, which seems to like it over here, as well as a couple of fine northeastern pumpkin pie pumpkins. Here's another one that I'm growing inside the bucket. He seems happy enough. This is our fruit tree. It's a cocktail fruit tree. It's got tangerines and oranges and grapefruit on it, and it's a nice one. Also over here you'll see our bins. We're kind of inundated because with a lot of pine straw. It's coming from these nasty pine trees that I wish weren't here, but they are. Nothing I can do about that. They're not on my property. But here you see some lovely radishes that some of them did quite well, and still yet there's others. I don't know if you can see down in here, but a lot of them just really haven't gotten very big. That's probably one of the bigger ones there. And here's onions of different types. I'm hoping the ones in the bed will do better. Here is some different types of lettuce crop, and as well as a lot of radishes. There's a lot of radishes in there. And I have collard greens. And on the opposite of that bed, of course you can't see them, but I have seeds planted in those. That's where my sugar snap peas are going to come in. That's pretty good. And that is all of my garden. I'm about to be doing some more planting, but that is basically what it consists of. Oops, there is another thing that I would just have to show you. This is going to be a upcoming bed that I am building, probably today maybe. I basically laid in lots of bags of dirt that I purchased that is going to help me out with killing the grass inside this container. It's going to make it a lot easier to plant. Over here is my wife's pride and joy. It's a loofah sponge, and it's filled with blooms. This bloom was open earlier today. Now it's closed. I'm hoping that that might mean that it is fertile, and it kind of looks to me like maybe it is, but I've never actually grown loofah sponge, so who am I to say? Over here is an early experiment with beans. I'm not sure what exactly to say is attacking them, but I don't think those are going to work out too much. And over here we have some stevia. We've harvested some of the leaves and used it as sweetener, and I'm actually on purpose letting it go to seed because I actually would like to get the seeds. I've never found a stevia seed, so I'm hoping this way I'll get some. And there's probably my last experiment that I have going on, and this is just some lemons that I started. They're started from seeds from inside a lemon that I bought at the store. I'm told they won't produce nothing and will take forever to do it, but I'm going to find out. And that's pretty much it. I got a lot of little happy tomato plants in here, and we're going to find out if they will grow okay. I kind of think they will.